Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what wish is now coming true for you. And to do this reading we will be pulling out 3 cards together for the 3 different piles. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. You can click on it and it'll take you straight to the part of the introduction where we draw out the different zodiac signs and find out which sign will end up in which pile. But if you prefer to pick with your intuition, then there will be 2 ways to do that today, either through the cards that will be coming out now or through the crystals that we will be placing on the different piles. Okay, so let's find out what the 3 cards for today's reading are. 1, 2, and 3. For pile number 1, your card is the Art of Seduction. For pile number 2, your card is Change of Seasons. And for pile number 3, your card is Touch the Sky. If you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the beautiful red Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the beautiful Pyrite. And for pile number 3, you have the blue lace agate in the shape of a heart. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this or these will be your piles for today's reading. As I always advise you, please feel free to pick more than 1 pile, maybe even all of the piles, in case you are drawn to them. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile, and so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I will see you in your reading. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, this specific part of the introduction has been created just for you. And what I like to do is shuffle them all around, making sure I pick up the zodiac signs that are in the corner. And once we are ready with the shuffling, we'll be drawing out 4 zodiac signs for each pile. All right, so let's see what zodiac signs are will be allocated or associated with pile number 1. Let's draw out the 4 zodiac signs. So we've got Leo, Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius. The signs for pile number 2 are 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. For pile number 3, the signs are Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, and Taurus. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association with each pile. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, and rising. I highly recommend that you check out the 3. But if you have any other placements that you want to check your pile with, please, of course, feel free to do so. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your card is the Art of Seduction. And if, whoa, this jumped out. It's surely meant to be in today's pile. I feel like you've gotten these 4. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it, and do note that it's a general reading. Some specific details in a general reading may be like a confirmation to you. Sometimes it may resonate with you, and at other times these specific details may not resonate with you at all, and they're meant for someone else, and that is the nature of a general reading. Okay, so these are the cards that we will be using today, and we're taking a look at what wish is now coming true for you. Ooh, looks like you've got 3 here. All right, so let's check out your cards and see what wish is coming true for you. And let me place this right there, your beautiful red Jasper. Now we have space for your reading. Let's check out your cards. So you've got Mercury in Libra with influence. And look at these 2. It's really interesting, isn't it? All right, we'll keep it there and see what this is all about in a moment. Another pair of people. Let's see. You've got the Sun in Taurus with acquisition. You have Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. You have freedom. Wow, the wanderer. And the stars here are definitely catching my attention. Not sure why yet. We'll find out. And you have Saturn in Gemini with concentration. Finally, you have the Wunyu Markstava. It's like the Wunyu reverse with loss, sadness, depression. Is there a better way for us to do this? Maybe I can push these right there and place this one here. Yeah, I think that would give us more space. You know, I can always push this one up a little bit so you can see your cards better. All right, we'll place your rune card here, and finally, oh yeah, you've got 3 more. I'm glad we created space. So you have the priest, and this reminds me of this card with the priest hat. So you've got perseverance and faith. You have the orator with communication, confidence. And you've got the puppeteer with explanations and apologies. Really wondering how this is going to turn out for you guys. I want to do the same with this one. Right. Now let's check out your tarot cards. This is the only way we'll get the full details of what we're seeing here. Let's ask, what wish is now coming true for you? What wish is now coming true for you? What wish is now coming true for you? Right, so let's check out your cards. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Talk about a wish coming true. It's the first card that you're getting with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you have the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Two of Wands. This is, you won't believe me, but right off the bat, when I saw these Two of Wands and all these smiling faces, something within me just went now. So I really feel like this wish is coming true for you now. And maybe you've been getting a lot of signs kind of like smiling at you or hinting of your wish coming true. And you've been seeing these signs because they're coming true for you now. So you have the Moon card and you can see these cute kittens popping out. It's a card of mystery. It's the card of unknown. And I feel like you're going to start seeing strong signs of this happening for you now. Obviously, because it's about to happen. You can see here these candles. They remind me of a birthday. The birth of this wish is happening now. Okay, so you definitely have more cards for us to check out. We'll check them out in a moment. But let's explore these first to get a quick general idea of what this wish is. Oops. It's really interesting that you have all these lovers here. Especially that you have Angarboda, which is the wife of Loki, who had 3 beautiful children together, and they were taken away from her at a very early age because the gods, through an oracle, they've discovered that her children were so strong they were going to one day wreak havoc. So I would say something of an emotional nature, like one day in the past, something that you've loved so much, that was near and dear to you, ended up hurting you so much. It didn't go down the way it was supposed to go down. So this could be many things. It could be like an ex-lover that didn't go right, a love connection that didn't go right, something that has to do with your parents or your love connections with others, or a beautiful dream that was supposed to go down a specific way and it didn't turn out to be that way. I feel like in your pile, something was taken from you at its very early stages. I feel in this pile that you were going towards the right direction. Something was going so right for you. And all of a sudden, with the serpent here, like maybe something toxic or something unfair, interfered to take that from you very early on. And with all these lovers, like I mentioned, I truly feel like this meant so much to you. All of a sudden, there was great loss, great sadness. Something that was your right, but was taken away from you, the serpent again. Something that was yours with the acquisition was taken away from you really unfairly. And I feel like it was taken from you because it was maybe a blessing for you, but it was a lot of pain for someone or something else, or that it may have gone really right for you, but was gonna harm something else. So I'm not sure if this decision or this interference was interference by someone, or it's just that the universe was protecting maybe you and other things from going wrong. I'm not sure yet. Perhaps we'll find out through your cards. But the most important thing that I'm seeing here in your reading, like I mentioned, was that, yeah, look at the puppeteer. I think it was orchestrated. Whether, even if it was through people, you can see this orchestration with the threads here. At the end of the day, it was the universe designing this for you to happen. You can see the elements of the priest. I get this idea that with faith, there were invisible hands involved, and it was with principles specifically. I feel like it was designed to maybe help you grow or maybe bring it in the right time. You will find that at the end of the day, this was all done for your favor. So 9 of Pentacles appearing first in your reading, the very first card, you can clearly see that whatever has stopped in the past is now starting to come true for you. It's starting to work now for you. So what is this wish? Well, I'm sure we're going to get more cards, but for a lot of you, it's a wish that speaks greatly to your heart. It has an emotional element to it, and it is something that once was going to work and it didn't. I'm sure we'll get more information as we take a look at your cards, but it's definitely with this card, as I saw it, like I told you, I feel like I've channeled for you some strong emotion and a voice with now when I looked at this card. So I feel like, look at the card. It says, and I can't wait to see it all. So it does seem like it's starting now for you. Furry friends followed their hearts. Okay, so up next, with regards to your message of what wish is coming true, there seems to be a strong communication that is now going to birth something. And I can see with the 6 of Swords clearly that you're now transitioning from that time where you weren't supposed to have that wish coming true to now having it appear into your life. I do see with the 4 of Wands, which is a card of something leveling up or finishing a milestone and starting another, that you are now moving on to the new stage of your life. Now, what I was going to say is, I see a lot of communication in your reading because you have the orator here, of course, with communication. And you have the Page of Wands that is singing something. So it seems like it's beginning through a communication that you will be receiving right away. Let me pull out a card and see at least when this communication is beginning. Whoa, with the Tower card, this answers the question with right now. So you're instantaneously getting a message right now. Tower is on fire and I'm feeling the heat. It's like, it's going to make you so emotional. Something is beginning right now for you these days. Okay, so let's keep that here. Perhaps the stars here that I'm seeing, the stars. I'm getting this idea that your signs from the universe are getting bigger and bigger by the day. It's like for this pile, you've almost been getting signs like and you're seeing your signs everywhere these days because something big is meant to happen for you. Let's explore more about what is happening now. But with freedom being one of the big cards in your reading, I truly feel like this is going to help you to set you free from maybe an uncomfortable situation that you are in, or set you free in finally doing what you love or experiencing what you love. Let's get more information about what is this thing that is setting you free, and more about what it is. So, Oh, so sweet. It's an extra card in this deck, and you've got happy squirrels. How adorable. These two tiny troublemakers are having a blast playing on their tree. But don't mess with them. Their mischief can cause big trouble. Okay. You have the King of Cups. They're ready to have fun. You can see they're ready with their popcorn and their drink. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Wands. Oh, isn't this awesome? What an awesome Ten of Wands. Okay. Whoa. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune spinning round and round. Where will it stop? Nobody knows. So with that, I feel like you'll be experiencing many changes in this next part of your life, like right now. So many changes that, so many surprises and so many changes that you really won't know how it's going to end up. Like, how is your life going to look like? What are you going to be living in? The sort of experiences that you will be going through, you will have no idea, because there are so many changes happening in your life at the moment that really you'll be wondering, where is this all going to take you, and how is your life going to look like even 1 month from now? You won't know, my dear pile number 2. I feel with the Ten of Wands that you have been obviously carrying so much, but you will be so thankful in this next part of your life that you've carried all of these things, because they're represented by flowers here. It does seem to me like things are blossoming up. So stick by stick is a rose, meaning that every single hardship you have been through will turn out to be, each and every one of them, so worth it, because it seems like they're adding up to this awesome experience that you are going to get into. So even the little things have all taught you skills that you will be needing in the next chapter of your life. They have caused an awakening. Maybe they have showed you something important relating to your health. They've caught your attention to learning skills like, I don't know, financial planning, or taking care of your health, or learning more about people or yourself. They've maybe pushed you to heal some inner child things, or these are just examples, quick examples that I can think about. Or maybe to be more appreciative of things, or learn with the Freedom card here. Maybe they've taught you how to respect your freedom more than being attached to material things or even people. I'm not sure, but I feel like altogether you are now more equipped to handle or to enjoy this huge blessing that's now coming true for you. Because that same blessing, if it was in your hand in the past, maybe it would have been taken away from you early, or it could have gone down in such a dramatic way. I mean, if you went to an oracle a couple of years back, maybe an oracle would have told you, oh, that great blessing that you have now may turn bitter and it may go wrong because this person that you trusted may be doing this, or you may act in this way, causing this or this and that, and it's not going to go down the right way. And maybe if you talk to an oracle now, would tell you, oh, this is going to work out, the stars are aligned and it's going to work out beautifully for you. So it's not just about getting a wish coming true, it's getting the blessing of this wish working out beautifully for you. And that is the time where this wish is going to you're not just going to receive this wish, but it's going to work out for you in a great way. What's wrong with the table today? What does this tell me, since it happened 3 times here? Well, it tells me to adjust the table better the next time, but other than that, as a sign, maybe it's exactly that. as a sign, maybe it's saying that, you know how they say third time's the charm? It's like now you have all these skills to enjoy it, to deal with it better. See, with the Five of Pentacles here, this would say, see, I may have limitations, but I refuse to let them define me. It's like there were things either in your life or skills that you had to learn that could have hindered you to, or limited you to enjoy it in its full capacity. And you've healed these things, you've grown, you have, definitely healed with this. It's like you've formed stronger bones, things have become stronger, better. Oh my goodness, my apologies, guys. It's like exactly like that. Tiny troublemakers are having a blast playing on their tree, but don't mess with them. Their mischief can cause big trouble. It's exactly that. It either means that now you can enjoy it, but you're very much equipped to handle it in case something happens. It's like you're a force to be reckoned with now. Or it means that you can enjoy it, but now have the capabilities to absolutely handle them in case things don't go right. Or at least you are more capable of making sure that things don't go the wrong way. It's like maybe you've become wiser and less innocent about how these things work, perhaps. It's like you have this combination between enjoying life but understand things on a much deeper level. And I think this is the case because you do have Hille here, who is the goddess of the underworld. When she's grown up, she's become the goddess of the underworld, and she has two faces representing the earth or this world, and how beautiful and fresh and young she is. But she also has that other side of her that understands the underworld and has become the goddess of the underworld. So I feel like there are two sides to you. Especially with Jurmagandr and Fenrir, you've like become so strong. You've become such a strong person, a force to be reckoned with for sure. You've healed a lot, but at the same time, you know how to enjoy the earthly blessings and how to still have that part of you well and alive. So yeah, you can see these two sides of you. And I will say with the squirrel and the nuts. What are they called? The acorns. You know how squirrels, they hide the acorns so that they find them in the winter? I feel like when this was working for you one day, it was never gone, just like the squirrels. It was just kept on the side for when you are ready to receive it. Just like what the squirrels do. So you will find out that you were never meant to continue your life without that huge blessing or huge wish coming true. It's just that this is the season for you to fully enjoy it. Maybe even more than you would have enjoyed it before, given the season and the circumstances and how you are ready, fully ready to enjoy it in the best way. And perhaps this is why there was a pause. And you can see a star being entrapped. It's like a wish coming true that was just on hold. And you can see that it's now going to be released for you. It's happening right away in your life through some strong communication. Again, just like before, the universe is moving everything. Fate, we can call it fate, and you will find some fated communication happening to you right now, where that old wish that used to work is now resurfacing, and you will come in contact with that wish again, going, maybe even crying. I'm envisioning you crying, going you can't believe that one day this wish has resurfaced for you. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see when it comes to your wish. What wish is now coming true for you? I wish you all the best of luck with that. May you always be happy and blessed in your life. Can't wait for this wish to come right now for you. Look out for some communication that's coming right now. It's going to be this birthday for this wish to now reappear in your life. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number one. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Pyrite, and your card is Change of Seasons. And if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. Remember, guys, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Do note that in a general reading, some specific details may pertain to you to confirm your reading, and other times these specific details may be just there for someone else, and that's the nature of a general reading. Okay. Oh, this one moved. So let's check out your oracle cards first. As you know, we're taking a look at what wish is now coming true for you. Can't wait to get into your reading, and let's place your beautiful crystal right there and check out the rest of your cards. All right, so you have Mercury in Leo with drama. This seems like it's a major change here, a major wish coming true with Mercury in Leo. Okay, you have the Ansus rune with communication, wisdom, and message. This is the second pile that's getting communication. Yeah, looks like something has to do with Mercury these days. I could be wrong. I'm not an astrologer, but there seems to be an aspect of strong communication popping out for you guys these days. Okay. You have the Enchanter, deception, trickery. Okay, very interesting. Ah, you've got vulva. Okay. This is gonna feel like magic, especially with vulva, which in Norse mythology is a witch. Look at that, the Enchanter. Trickery. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna appear into your life. This wish, almost like magic. Okay, that's why it's a major deal. Huge. Right. Oh, you've got freedom. I believe if you were drawn to pile number one at this case, not just because of communication, but that's the exact card that they've received in their reading. So yeah, if you're drawn to pile number one, I highly recommend it for you guys. Okay, so let's shuffle your tarot deck and ask, what wish is now coming true for you? I feel this one. Let's take these two. What wish is now coming true for pile number two? Okay, we'll pull out your cards, but let me adjust this quickly first. That's much better. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands right off the bat. How awesome. Maybe this is talking about you greatly succeeding at something. Okay. So this is a wish about you absolutely like winning something, succeeding at something finally. All right. So cool. I can see your guides here clapping for you as well. So this is a huge deal. Okay. You have the Magician. I'm telling you, there's a magical aspect about this wish these days. You have with live, maybe, okay, I'll keep that for a moment. Keep the thought for a moment. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Look at these, winning the bingo. All right, so you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, yeah, there's this great aspect of you feeling very fortunate to get this wish coming true. Okay. the Four of Swords. Maybe you've been waiting for a communication that hasn't arrived, and it seems like it's coming now. Or maybe waiting for that opportunity or something. You have the Hanged Man. You're looking at life in a different way. Or you're going to be experiencing life maybe in a different way. I see you waking up one day, these days, and finding your whole life going the other way around in a fortunate way. Like you're suddenly going to have your whole life change as this success happens for you. The Three of Pentacles. Oh, you can't see that. My apologies. The Three of Pentacles. Wow, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles makes me think that your wish definitely has to do with something that you have been working towards. Not only because of the fact that you have the Six of Wands, which is victory and success, but taking a look at these cards, it tells me that you have been planning and actually working towards something. And now with the Ten of Pentacles, it's coming into full fruition in the most prosperous and fortunate, of course, in the most prosperous way for you. A full manifestation in all ways. Full manifestation in every way with whatever it is that you have been working towards. And that's why I have change of seasons. Yeah, change of seasons. Also, my ears started ringing in such a strong way now. And maybe you'll be hearing news, big news. And like I'm telling you, there's something about your life with a change of seasons and this Hanged Man that's going to change dramatically for you. And wow, we've got the Ace of Cups. Again, you know, the wishing well. It's a huge wish coming true. You can see two birds communicating. Communication happening for sure. Finally, oh, these moved to the side. Looks like we need to pull out this card. You've got the Five of Cups. Freedom, huh? Well, obviously, this is going to give you huge freedom. It depends on what this is that you have been working towards. Whether financial freedom, maybe freedom to do the work that you love, freedom to follow your passion, freedom to do things your own way. Perhaps. It depends on how this what this wish is for you. But you can see that it's going to give you ultimate freedom to do things your way. So it looks like you're getting a message, one that you've wished and hoped you would get. It's like that bingo message. Maybe you've waited for an opportunity to make whatever it is that you've been working towards grow to the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, what I can tell you is you will be getting communication these days that you are not foreseeing. You don't know anything about it now. But you can see here the eye that we're taking a look at here in the vulva. And this communication will almost feel like a bingo card. How can you get communication like that? Where you were at the very beginning of trying to make things form. Maybe you've anticipated that this wish is going to take much longer than it is going to actually take for you. I even see Mercury here. Do you see it, guys? Same Mercury here. A fortunate communication that will change your whole life. You have been feeling previously with the Four of Swords, this specific Four of Swords, that there was no action. Things were continuous in such a monotonous way for you. When it came to this wish, at least. Like, there was nothing, nada. Nothing was working. Or maybe it was just working in such a specific way, no action was happening. And you obviously was working very hard at this. The Magician card lets me know that you're very skilled at whatever it is that you're trying to work towards, but nothing. There was no communication. But you kept going with the Three of Swords. You kept doing your thing. This communication will be the key to this wish coming true and starting for you. Right at a point where maybe you've hit rock bottom with the Five of Cups. It's like right when you thought, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe it's not gonna happen. Maybe I just have to accept life the way it is. I feel like this communication is happening when you're like, I'm so tired of this. I don't know why you're getting this communication right at that point. Where you're like, what it looks like is just not gonna happen for me. I'm really curious, guys. Let me bring out your tarot deck. I'm not sure if you're curious too, but why would it start happening right where you are like, looks like it's not gonna happen for me? I'm really curious. May I kindly get, maybe it's a message for you. Thank you. Why is communication happening for pile number 2 right when they hit rock bottom, please? Why? Eight of Pentacles. They're trying to help you, the universe or your guides. They're trying to make you master something. And at that point, you finally got something. What does it say? Upload complete. Yeah. Upload is like information they're trying to send you. You finally received it with the Eight of Pentacles. Right. So what is this information or understanding that you got with hitting rock bottom? For pile number 2, please. I'm really curious for you guys. The Moon. It will... Okay, now it's making sense. Because this was helping you with the Moon card. See something in your subconscious mind, something in your psyche, something in the way you behave, in your understanding of life, or some emotions maybe that were more in control of you, that were harming you, which could have later attacked you, which so the Scorpio is always there with the Moon card. It's like danger that could have happened that did not happen, that isn't going to happen, because you're finally being alerted to it. And now that you've finally been alerted to it, you don't need to feel like nothing is happening anymore. You've grasped a specific lesson. So what is that lesson? Nine of Cups. Ooh. And Five of Pentacles. Okay, well, I don't know what your story is, but look at that. Nine of Cups is fulfillment, not just a wish coming true. It's fulfillment, especially with what we're seeing here. It's like enjoying the best that life has to offer. But look at this figure panicking with the sale and the 80% with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is lack. This to me means they're trying to teach you not being afraid to lose things, not being afraid of being attached to something. You've mastered enjoying things without being attached to it. You're okay if things don't work out. Yeah, you're not stressed with the blessings that come with that. Or you're not overindulging with the blessings that come with that. Okay, so it has to do around this area of you discovering something about yourself, of when it comes to loving the blessings, but not being afraid of it being taken from you. there's something much calmer about you now. And I feel with the ID card, you've learned more about yourself. You understand who you are. You are okay with the things that are great about you, and you're maybe working with the file here towards the things that you know you need to improve in. You're just good. You're stable. You've mastered yourself, I would say, with the Eight of Pentacles. You've absolutely mastered yourself. I think there's an element of self-discipline as well, because you can see all the delicious desserts on the back, and you can see that this person was mindful. They took a piece of cake and their coffee, and they're good. So I see an element of self-discipline. So yeah, to answer the question of why this wish is coming right on the brink of you feeling disappointed by something, it's because during that time, hitting rock bottom here, you're like, you know what? I'm not so attached to this anymore. I'm done being attached. I'm done, like, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, I'm not... Like, I'm not attached to this anymore. Would love for it to happen. But, I mean, if it doesn't happen, I'm good. There's something about that I see here in your reading. And that type of disattachment is going to take you places. It's going to make you feel... It's going to make you a very lucky person. Especially when it comes to this wish... I feel like the universe was kind of like trying to give you freedom. That's why you have freedom. I get your reading now. That's why you have freedom. You get to enjoy this wish without being enslaved to it. That's the ultimate freedom. Getting a wish, but not letting the wish own you. So, yeah, what I can tell you about your wish... when it comes to great success with something that you're working towards, is that you're getting very important communication that you weren't receiving before. This is going to be a big deal, big communication that will change your life in one morning. You're just going to wake up with a totally different life. So expect that communication to happen for you, and it's taking you far. Like you're at a certain stage with whatever it is that you're working towards, and with that communication coming, you're going to find yourself all at the top, the epitome of the manifestation of that wish in one day through that communication. You're gonna go from feeling so low or like at the bottom of this to way up to more than what you think you even want from that wish. And it's like you're at the very bottom, although you worked very hard. And I believe in your mind you would be thinking, well, if I'm working so hard and I'm still on that stage, how long is it going to take me to reach where I want? And the answer is maybe a few days. Because sometimes a few steps can take years, and without knowing, these are the fundamental things that are needed for something to work. And sometimes a lifetime's work can be done in an hour, and it's all relative. You will be surprised, my dear pile number 2, and how quickly your life is shifting, taking you from a small stage of your success to the epitome of what you have been dreaming for. So that's why you have the elements of things changing magically in your reading, and it's starting off with the Six of Wands, your victory and your success. You will find with the Magician that you're become, especially with the Eight of Pentacles that we saw as well, that you've mastered something. You're very skilled at doing things properly, and it's your time of change. Like I'm telling you, pile number 2, you will see these days that your world is going to change in such a drastic way. It will feel like a new season. And my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. If you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the content of the channel, it does make a huge difference and it supports the channel if you do consider subscribing. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you the best from my heart. Can't wait to find all about it from you guys. I love when you update me. It's like one of my favorite times of the day, reading your updates. It means the world to me and I'm rooting for you all the way. I wish you the best of luck with that and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful blue lace agate in the shape of a heart. And your card is Touch the Sky. And if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, and Taurus. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always say, please don't worry about it. And do note, this is jumping. These two are jumping out. And please note that this is a general reading. Some specific details in a reading may resonate with you and it may be an absolute confirmation for your reading. And at other times, these specific details may be just for someone else. So yeah, please don't worry about it. And let's get to see what wish is now coming true for you. Okay, let's start out with these first. So you have Saturn in Aries. Oh, sorry. With risk. I feel like you're going to face something that you would have otherwise been very intimidated by. But I do see that you are going to be very strong in dealing with it. I feel like... with the liver here, like some cleanse of energy has happened. I feel like you've gotten much stronger is the kind of energy that I'm seeing. Very early, but I really felt it. So I thought I should tell you about this straight away. Let's keep your beautiful crystal there so that we have space. Okay. You have integrity with the compass. Yeah, it's like you know what to do now. But again, let's wait. I feel like this is a huge wish that's reaching you now with this card. All right. You have Sun in Pisces with vision. It's kind of like aligning with your 12th house, your spiritual journey or something. You have the Berkana rune. Oh, I think we gotta be careful with the YouTube rules. Hold on. So I'm gonna hide it with the Pisces crystal of this pile. Right. So you've got the Markstava is the reverse of the Berkana. So you've got crone, stagnation, lack of growth. Okay. I think I'm starting to grasp what this is about, because with the growth here, I feel like it's definitely talking about you being able to see things clearly now. You're able to achieve things that you've always wanted, that you couldn't achieve before, not because you didn't have the capability, but I feel like something that had to do with you standing up for what is yours that wasn't there. And I feel like with the crone, or especially with Berkana Merkstava, it's like you have really grown here in this pile. You've gained a lot of clarity. You see yourself in a different light, maybe. You've gathered up the courage to do something in a much stronger way. Thus, going out, getting what you deserve, rather than maybe waiting for it to happen or something. So you've got the Enchanter. This popped up in pile number 1. In pile number 2. So if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it in that case. You have the Enchanter with deception, trickery. Okay. Okay. And that's better. You have the diviner with divine timing and evaluation. I saw this like before I read it evaluation, I read it evolution. So I really feel like this is what's going on here. You've evolved, you've grown. Why is it crooked? You've adjusted something in yourself. It's like self-adjustment here. All right. Let's now pull out your tarot deck. It's the only way we'll find out more about this wish that is coming true for you now. Okay, I also feel this one. And let's keep this to the side. We'll be pulling more cards as we go along, if we need to. So, you have the Eight of Wands with traveling. Maybe some of you wanted to travel. Very specific, but it could be one of your strong wishes. You have the Ten of Wands with suppression. To me, this traveling seems like an internal journey that you have gone through, and it feels like the North Node, especially that you do see a tiny figure here who's traveling a long way. So you've come a long way, my dear pile number 3. You've been carrying so much on your back. You've been feeling stuck with all these ropes. Stagnant. Yeah, stagnation. You've been stagnant. The world around you, it seems, was crumbling. Yeah, look, with this Ten of Wands, it does seem to me that you have gone through the dark night of the soul in this pile. And as a result, you're coming out like a magical being. You really did grow stronger. You've grown. Look at the long hair. You've grown stronger to an extent where you are the one who's got the hands to make things happen for themselves. You are the diviner, my dear pile number 3. Let's continue, because this is going to be so interesting. Seeing that type of growth in your reading, I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing with that, with this type of growth, and how this is affecting your capability of making things come true in your life. So starting off, as you can see, you will have the capability of facing something that used to be a threat to you in the past. Wow, you've got the Page of Wands with playfulness. Love this card for you. Definitely adds to my understanding of that wish for you. You have the Five of Swords with comparison. You have... You have the Page again of Cups with understanding. It's like you're gaining freedom. The Two of Swords with schizophrenia. I feel like you're moving from one world to another because you've gained that muscle. You're doing that for yourself. Oh, you can't see your deck. My apologies. And you've got the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. It's a very interesting card, this Five of Pentacles. I feel like you felt... Look at that. I mean, this is not a coincidence. You really felt you were left out. Do you see? There are birds flying here and you're like, why aren't I part of this? You feel like the outside world was like having fun and you were an outsider when it comes to this wish. I was going to say something with the Five of Pentacles here. You'd think that this beautiful child is left out, but they're not, because the lock is open. Do you see that? They were never left out. They just needed to look more at that door rather than the outside world and forming this belief that they are left out. So they weren't looking in the right direction to free themselves. So here, I feel your whole reading is talking about how you are going to be the one that will liberate yourself, to make yourself free, to get out there and experience that wish that you have for yourself. You obviously have gone through a long night of the soul here, a long journey. Oh my God, you've traversed a long journey, my dear pile number 3, and you have absolutely grown. And now it seems like you have a clearer vision of who you are and what you want. And you've been struggling, trying to figure out how to get out of this darkness and how to be free. These muscles that you've been practicing with couldn't hold you or couldn't support you to face what was threatening you. I see that now, out of training that muscle, now you will be surprised at how it's going to support you to actually move to the other side, or start working towards moving to the other side where your wish is. And because of that, you're now going to be able to face that challenge. Let me give you an example metaphorically. So let's say, for example, someone had a dream of being one of the best ballet dancers in the world. They wanted to be a ballet dancer and they wanted to join the biggest competitions in the world or perform in the best places, and that's their passion. And let's say, ironically, even though this is their wish, they go through an accident and they can't walk. And this person cries. They can't believe how brutal the universe is. Out of all the things that could happen, why would they get into an accident that would target their legs? And they're just so sad. And after that operation that they've done, they thought they had to forget about this dream, and all they wanted to do was to one day not have someone to help them go to the bathroom, to go and do all the simple things that they wanted to do, and to have the privacy to live their lives. This person feels frustrated because all they want to do is to be able to get up, walk to the bathroom, and come back when they want. But they feel like this is gonna be a dream now. They can forget about ballet now, but to them, walking would be a dream. So they work hard, and even though every step hurts, they follow the instructions and they try to improve their muscles every single day, one day at a time, every day. And every time they struggled to take that step, it hurt, it wasn't easy. And long story short, after all of this training, this person's muscles are getting better, but they can, in their minds, they can forget about that ballet dream. And they're just happy they're able to take a step or two every day on their own. So a year later, maybe, after a long struggle, they are able to start walking on their own most of the time. Let's say a year and a half later, now they're able to walk around, and the doctor's like, congratulations, you're now able to depend on yourself, rely on yourself, you're walking again. And they're crying, they're happy. And let's say because of what happened and how adamant this person was about walking again, relying on themselves, and what a strong progress they've made. They talked to a ballet teacher, one of the best in the country, and they're impressed with their story, because knowing the doctors were saying maybe you wouldn't be able to walk again, and they've done this great progress in a year and a half. This ballet teacher is like, I'm looking for a person like you. This is exactly the type of student I want on my team. This is a winner. I'm going to take you, adopt you, and I'll be focused on you. You're like the winner type. I'm going to teach you ballet, and you're going to be performing in the best places of the world. So that person cannot believe it. It's not easy. I mean, they've grown muscles and everything, but it is going to be another challenge. And they go to these ballet classes and they're working towards it. Their teacher is patient, they're working towards it. And let's say one day they're holding their backpack and they're running around trying to quickly make it to their ballet class, and they meet one of the people they've known in the past, and they're like, I can't believe it. You're walking and you're running to catch something. It's so heart melting to see you free like that. And they're like, oh, thank you. And they're like, where are you going? And this person tells them, I'm going to a ballet class. They're like, what? You're going to a ballet class? This person is super impressed at this point. And now that same person realizes just how far they've went to get a person from the past, look at them and see how far they've went. They too start realizing just how far they've went, and that now they're on the brink of making another breakthrough because they're preparing for their first show where they will be dancing and start in front of a large crowd. They're training for that now. So this long example was to tell you what I'm translating in your reading. At the moment, I see you in that story on the verge of graduating from that quote-unquote out hospital. You've gained enough muscle to be able to move to that next stage of your life where you will be facing something that used to be impossible for you to face, where you're like, oh no, forget about that. That's like out of my scope. That's not what I do. That's not my life. I can look at it from afar, but it's not mine. And I see through your hands, through your own working, you are now on the verge of being free. You're coming out of a stage where it felt like you were a patient healing from something. And now you've refined. With the Five of Swords, you've overcome something, finally. Ten of Wands, end of a difficult chapter. You are, with the Five of Swords, overcoming something difficult. And I feel with the bamboo tree being smoother than a regular tree, it's like refinement. You've refined something, and you have become, with the Page of Wands, a totally different person. Your energy is different altogether. And you are going to be taking quick steps, facing something which in the past would have been, are you crazy? Of course not. To you, magically feeling like, oh, I got this. Let me face that. No problem. And that will be the beginning of you actually taking major steps towards that original dream that you always wanted. What is that original dream? I feel like your dream is much bigger. It's like, I don't want to say much bigger than your situation. You are looking at others who are free and not stuck in their mind. Yeah, you're looking at others that live a free world, or are free to do something that you've always wanted. And I feel these days you are coming out of that imprisoned, at least mentality or emotions that were imprisoning you, because your muscles, due to that training, due to that growth, have allowed you to open up that door and come out of it. And now that you're out, you're going to start learning how to fly. You're able to move now to the other world, but now that you're on the other world, you're like, right. So what do I need to do now that I've landed in this world to live properly? It's like you are, it's like an immigrant who's finally made it out from maybe a place of war or maybe a place of difficulty. And they're like, oh, I made it to a country that I love, or a safer place. But now I've got to create that world. You know what I mean? You're in that stage of finally ending a long, difficult journey. You've grown, and you're going to face something these days that like would touch the sky, that would have been out of your dreams to face. But you're facing it easily. You're like, I've got this. Now will be the beginning of you learning how to fly, how to find the freedom, how to fit in with that new world. And you will be getting help. You will be getting help. Like in the form of opportunity. Not that this help will do it for you. You will still be the hands that does it for yourself, but you will be given an opportunity these days that will help you continue on your growth in learning how to fly and be free. It will be your second teacher now of helping you, this opportunity, of helping you to refine, help you flap your wings and learn to fly. It will be your compass towards that spiritual path that you are on. Your healing, your full growth. And in no time, you will find yourself living this dream free. Way up there, where you used to look up and go, oh my God, what a dream to look at. You will be part of the people who are free to enjoy that dream. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading of what wish is now coming true for you. I wish you the best of luck from my heart with that. Can't wait to see how your story is going to evolve and how you are reaching your dreams and what this opportunity is going to be like these days for you. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. If you do enjoy these readings, it would be awesome if you support me by subscribing. Every single help does make a difference. Thank you so much for everything. Again, wishing you the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.